Moothurai, written by Avayar. Moothurai was written by Avayar. It consists of 31 verses, including one prayer verse. Each verse contains 4 lines. Moothurai explains about the good conduct for all. Avayar too lived at the period of Kambar and Ottakuthar during the reign of the Chola dynasty. She is often imagined as an old and intelligent lady by Tamil people. She wrote many of the poems that remain very popular even now, and it is mentioned in school textbooks in Tamil Nadu. Moothurai, prayer meaning. At the feet of Lord Ganesha, having a beautiful pinkish body and trunk, whoever worship with flowers will have the gift of the talented speech and an active mind with the grace of the goddess Lakshmi, who gives wealth and a healthy life. When we are helping others, we should not think about when will that person do back to us. Whatever may be the quality of the water that a palm tree may imbibe with its root, it will always give back only sweet, tender juice. The help that you do to good people is like the inscription engraved on a stone. It will always be permanent, and others will come to know about it even years after. But the help you do to mean people is like the writing done on water. It will disappear within a few seconds. Having no money when a person is young, or getting excess money when a person is aged, both are bad. It can't be enjoyed. It is like a flower that blossoms at the wrong season. Similarly, the youth and beauty of a woman goes waste if she does not have a man for her. Mean people will never become a friend to you, even if you mingle with them freely. On the contrary, wise men will always maintain their dignity even when they are facing big problems. Their friendship is like the milk that never loses its taste due to overheating. The more you try to char a conch on fire, the whiter it will become. Wise men's friendship is like that. Tall trees with hundreds of branches yield fruits only at a particular season. Likewise, even if you put great efforts, we may reap the benefits of those actions at a particular time. Those who by nature would rather die if necessary, would they ever be servile to their enemies? A load bearing stone, when piled with extra weight, will shatter into pieces than bend or buckle. The lily flower rises to the level of water. It flows. In one's knowledge is based on the books he reads. One's wealth depends on his previous birth merits. One's character depends on the class he belongs to. It is beneficial to see people of good character. It is beneficial to listen to their words. It is beneficial to talk about their lives. And it is beneficial to have them as friends. It is harmful to see the wicked. It is harmful to listen to their words. It is harmful to talk about their character. And it is harmful to have them as friends. The water poured to irrigate the paddy runs along the canal and benefits the grass that grows along the bund. If there is a good man living in this world, it will rain on his behalf to benefit all. Though it is the rice that grows into a stalk of paddy, it will not grow if the outer husk is removed. Even men of ability cannot complete their job without the help of the people around. The screw pine leaf is large, but it is the pollen that smells sweet. So do not judge one's ability based on his size. For the sea is vast, but its water is of little use, while water from a small spring near can save one's life. The large trees of the forest are not the real trees, but those who stand in front of a gathering and unable to read and unable to heed are the ones who are the real trees. An illiterate person writing a poem is like pretending to be a learned bard, is like a turkey that pretends to be a peacock spreading its ugly wings and trying to dance. The medicine man who treated the tiger's illness became its food when it was cured of its disease. Likewise, any help rendered to small minded men becomes useless like a pot dropped on a rock. Do not ignore the men who patiently wait, assuming that they lack the know how to achieve, for the stork that waits at the sluice head patiently leaves small sprats alone and waits for larger fish. Like the birds that leave the pond when it is dry, the unfaithful will desert you when your wealth is lost. But like the plants that have taken root in the pond, sincere people will stay with you, whatever it entails. When hit by hard times, honest men will not change. What happens to those who are not the same? When a golden pot is broken, it still keeps its value. What happens to its value when an earthen pot breaks? However deep you immerse your pot in the sea, it cannot take more water than it can contain. Even with a good husband and immense wealth, your fate governs what is in store for you. Do not depend heavily on your relatives and siblings, for the disease that kills too is born with you. There are those at a distance who can help you, like the herbs from the mountain that cures you. With a wife who tends the home, there is nothing lacking. With a wife who uses harsh words, it is better that she is absent. The house where such a wife resides will turn into a lair where a tiger lives. Things happen as previously destined, not according to one's laid out plans. If you expect the good and receive the bad, it is because of your past sins. Anger by some can be made good like a crack in gold, but the anger of the wicked lasts like a crack in the rock. The anger of noble men who lead a decent life vanishes like a scar made on water with an arrow. The swan in the pond seeks out the lotus flower. Likewise, the learned will reach out to other learned men, but the wicked will only seek out other wicked people, like a crow that seeks out a dead body. The poisonous cobra hides itself to avoid getting killed. The water snake moves about freely as it is in no danger. Those with a deceitful heart hide themselves from others, while those of pure heart move about freely unhindered. If the merits of a king is weighed against a learned man, the learned man will triumph over the king. For the king is held in esteem only in his own country, but the learned are held in high esteem wherever they go. To the illiterates, words of wise men spell death. For the wicked, justice is the god of death for the banana tree. Its yields of fruits spells death, and a wife who always disagrees brings a man death. The sandalwood, even when ground down, does not lose its sweet smell. The good king, even if he had lost his wealth, does not lose his will to give. When the lady luck favors you, kind relatives, wealth, looks, and status, all will arrive at your doorstep. All will be lost when she decides to leave you. The tree gives its shade until the end, even to those who chop it down. Similarly, the men of wisdom will protect even those who had caused them distress.